another episode of Jordan and Jazz with Juan Williams. I did want to start with my kicks of the day. I'm wearing the white and gray Jordan 12. That's my kick of the day. It's very similar to the white and Flint Jordan that was released uh, back in the early 2000s. This was released that I picked up uh, maybe a year and a half ago. Uh, really like this shoe. Really a big fan of the Jordan 12. One of the big shoes of the Jordan 12 is that the flu game Jordans. I think that's one of the grails that people that try to go after and get with with the Jordan 12. So like I said, I'm a fan. And coming up with shoes. So some shoes that are releasing this week that I'm looking forward to. Actually, already took an L on one of the shoes. Was the Jordan 1 KO Chicago. I tried to cop that shoe. Ended up taking an L on the sneakers app, debating whether I'm going to get that shoe uh, on a resale. Still debating on that one. The other shoe coming up that I'm looking forward to is the Jordan 1 Shadow 2.0. Thinking about picking that shoe up. Uh, I haven't seen it in the store, but depending on how that shoe looks, in my hand, whether I'm going to either keep that shoe or resell it if I can. I mean, that's even if I can even get me a pair. The other shoe, a couple other shoes coming up: the Dunk High Court Purple and also the Kobe Bryant 5 Hall of Fame. That shoe is coming out now. Interesting enough about those two shoes, or actually, I'm sorry. So the Kobe 5 Hall of Fame that's coming out this week, and then the last. This Kobe. So there's two shoes left um, to be released under Nike. Uh, for the Kobe. So it's a Kobe 5 Hall of Fame. And then the second shoe, which is very interesting to me, is the Kobe 6, but it's going to have the logos for the Mamba and Mambacita Foundation. So a couple episodes back, this is a story that I've been following about the uh, how the contract between Nike and Bryant's estate um, ended up expiring. And so Vanessa, and so in that time that it expired, Vanessa, filed for some trademarks, released a clothing, uh, some clothing that had the Mambacita and all the proceeds from the clothing that was released, uh, was all the proceeds were then donated to the Mambacita, or went towards the Mambacita Foundation, the Kobe Bryant and Mambacita Foundation. So, and during that time, there were a lot of NBA players supporting, wearing the clothes, wearing the jogging suit to the games. You could, so there was pictures all over the place with those shoes, or with the clothing line uh, being displayed during game or before games, or even during games. Players that weren't playing were wearing the hoodies, so you could see that. So interesting enough that I and so the new shoe, right? So the last shoe that's supposed to be released is kind of a it's a it it has, it pays tribute to Kobe and Gigi, and it's through Nike. Now, it looks so to me that looks like a faith-based, you know, they're they're willing to, go out on faith, or they're in good faith to to continue that partnership. So I think Nike, in a way, I think is still trying to work out a deal. And like I said, I think it would be a good idea to continue uh, working with Nike, the Bryant's estate to figure out a contract, because that moving to a new company is going to be tough as far as the brand recognition with a new shoe. So I think, so again, I'm this is one of the stories that I'm going to be following. So it seems like even if there is a break, there was a I think it might have been, it could come up with a clean break, but in the mind of the consumers, they still been we've still been seeing the Nike and the Mamba brand, coming together, and that's what we recognize. And there's players in the NBA that that wear Kobe shoe. I think there was also a clip of Anthony Davis, kind of previewing a reverse Grinch. So the Grinch shoe is is a popular Kobe shoe. It's Kobe wore it for a Christmas game, and that became, they called it the Grinch because it was green. So that's a popular shoe. And uh, Anthony Davis, I think, gave us like a sneak peek at like a reverse Grinch that was red. So again, I'll be on the lookout for that story to progress and see what happens with the contract situation for Kobe Bryant's estate. Well, coming up, J. Cole has a new album releasing pretty soon, I believe this week. And I don't know about you, but I've been looking forward to new. I'm always looking forward to new music. J. Cole is as far as rappers today, hip hop artists today, uh, I definitely enjoy his music. Uh, be on the lookout for a J. Cole playlist. I'll send out a tweet on my Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at Jordans and Jazz. Some of my top five hits for J. Cole. Uh, Now, in no particular order, my top five hits: Power Trip, Forbidden Fruit, a tribe called, it has that a tribe called Quest sample in it. No Role Models, uh, KOD, and Motivate. So that's kind of my top five. I also put out, like I said, I'm going to put out a a J Cole playlist. You can check that out. I'll send a link to my playlist on the Jordans and Jazz Twitter handle. Now, like I said before, so I recently tried to cop the Jordan 1 KO Chicago, and ended up taking an L on the sneakers app. But I did have a recent addition to my sneaker collection, and I wanted to show that off right now. So I ended up picking up this Hirachi. This limited edition Hirachi it's got these earth tones to it. And um, I ended up having to get this on resale, and I was pretty happy about it. Now I don't have too many Hirachis. Actually, I think this is my only pair of Hirachis. Uh, but I really enjoy the earth tone, so I kind of like those colors. I'm really a fan of earth tone colors. And so when I seen this, it's like I had to get it in. The good news is I did end up getting it under retail through through resale, right? So I ended up paying less than what it retailed for. So that's also a plus, right? So that's a new addition to my sneaker collection. Well, I do want to, be on the lookout for new episodes of Jordans and Jazz. Just remember, keep your kicks fresh and your groove tight. Peace.